Alec, will you get Jake? Jake, come.
It's old guitar.
All right.
I'm toting far. No, she's sometimes out of tune. She earns your keep each time she speaks in the dance hall and bar room. There ain't an hour that old wildwood flower don't procure a little smile. I guess that's how it's always been, or at least for a long while. It never fails. The world ails you, throws you to the ground. Some old song, forgotten long ago, comes back around. Picks you up, dusts you off in an old analog style.
I know.
That's how it's always been.
So what is a Mackenzie bag?
I guess there's two ways to look at it. One is like, don't overcomplicate it. It's a golf bag. Like, you know, everybody needs a golf bag that likes to play golf, and at the end of the day, it's a golf bag. But we are biased, obviously, but it's a really special golf bag because A, we're working with you to design it the way you want, and we're making it from scratch specifically for you. And the way we make it, it will last a lifetime if properly cared for. Like anything, it's one of those things where it's kind of like, you know, if you take care of it, it will take care of you. But if properly looked after, this is a piece that can stand the test of time. And, you know, you might get a new $700 driver every couple of years, and you buy new golf shoes every year, and, you know, you're switching out your set of irons every so often. But, like, if you really nail your golf bag, this can kind of stay with you and sort of be there for all of your golfing memories over the course of your golfing career. That being said, they are fun to make, and people do like to collect them, so there's no shortage of amazing customers we have that have more than one Mackenzie bag. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a golf bag, but it's as nice of a golf bag as you can get. So we basically make bags out of 3 different base materials. So you've got sort of the least expensive, which is nylon, mix of like Cordura brand nylon and ballistic nylon, and there's a bunch of different nylons that we like to use. Then you kind of step up into canvas. We have different kinds of canvas we use: waxed canvas, filter twill, treated canvas, which is the same cotton canvas but isn't waxed. And then the kind of full Monty would be a leather bag. So that's where the entire bag, top to bottom, is made out of leather. So those are kind of the 3 main materials, and that's going to be the main sort of factor in the price of your golf bag. But all 3 different materials are made, you know, the same way by the same hands. And then, yeah, we have 2 sizes, more or less. We have, here, let's get this. So we have a 7-inch opening. That's a measurement of the diameter of the stainless steel top ring. So this is a 7-inch bag. This is an 8-inch bag. The 7-inch bag is going to have 1 pocket on it. The 8-inch bag, you'll have the choice of 1 pocket like this one, or you can have a second pocket on the bag. Both fit a full set of clubs. You know, if you've got like a super stroke putter grip and mid-size grips or something, having the 8-inch bag is a good way to go. The 7-inch bag is perfect for 14 clubs. I like it because I sometimes carry a little less, like 10 or 11 clubs. So this is perfect for having a full set, but sometimes like having a few less clubs. We also actually make a 6-inch bag, which is even skinnier. It doesn't have a divider in it, and it really kind of maxes out. I mean, you can fit 14 clubs in it, but it's too tight. It's really intended to be like a par 3 bag or like a half set bag. We don't do quite as many of those. But they're there if you want one.
And the cover behind you is just...
Oh yeah, yeah. Then we got like, you know, this is, so Alec and I do all of the finishing and shipping out of the back here. So this is some of our, this is all like what we call like ready to ship stuff. So knit head covers, which we call woolies, and pouches, hats, got like t-shirts and shorts and visors and stuff in there. head covers, and golf bags. All this stuff is like ready to ship, meaning buy it today, and if you bought it today right now, we'd probably ship it today. And so yeah, that's what these are. And then, but still the meat and potatoes of what we do are custom golf bags. So all these ones on the rack right here are custom orders for whomever, wherever, that we're finishing up and sending out the door. The beginning. So, I mean, the beginning. So Mackenzie was started in the mid 80s, like 84, 85 by Peter and David Jacobson, local Portland legends. They were on a trip to Scotland. They were playing the old course, and they had their staff bags with them, and they were assigned a caddy who eventually became the caddy master, named Rick Mackenzie. He took a look at their staff bags and was like, fellas, can I combine your sets into one set and carry one bag? They had this little leather kind of pencil bag. They thought that was like the coolest thing ever. So they set out on the course, played their round with Rick, and then at the end they were feeling so inspired by this golf bag, they were thinking, we're going to go back to Portland, we're going to start a golf bag business. And they kind of became friends with him. They're like, we're going to name it after you. We're going to call it Mackenzie Golf Bags. And Rick handed them his business card. And the logo on his business card was the logo we use today. We call it McBaggins, but it's kind of like a little barefoot golf valet hobbit looking guy. So basically we have Rick Mackenzie to thank for our namesake and our logo and kind of our genesis story. But yeah, basically they came back, started the business 85. Started making golf bags and head covers, and then sold it in the early 90s. Peter was still on tour, Jake Trout and the Flounders. He was like doing all kinds of different stuff, and this was kind of not a priority for him. And they sold the business, and then it changed hands a number of times through the 90s and 2000s. And then the way me and my dad got involved with the business, we donate a golf bag every year to the Evans Cups, the Evans Scholarship. They have golf tournaments and auctions all over the country, but we donate one to the Oregon Cup, the Washington Cup, and the Colorado Cup. And my dad was an Evans Scholar. He got an Evans Scholarship, and that's how he went to college at Oregon. And he was at the auction and bid on the golf bag that was donated and ended up winning it, and went to go design the golf bag and met with the then owners, the previous owners, and pretty quickly found out that the business was not in good shape. They had no money, no leather. They were way past due to their leather supplier. They had taken credit card payment for golf bags up to almost 2 years prior and had no way of fulfilling these orders. So to say it was like a shit show would be an understatement. He was basically went to design a golf bag and pretty quickly was like, I think we can help you and fix this business and sort of get the train back on the tracks. So this is 2014. I'm graduating from college. I was down in Southern California and planning on staying there. I had taken some jobs in school and was just kind of figuring out what I wanted to do. My dad was like, hey, I'm going to do this. It's a mess, but I feel like you might be helpful, and do you want to come home and do this? So it felt like a good opportunity, and I've always been interested in just old school stuff, old world techniques, like high quality goods, and kind of that and I loved golf. I played tennis in college, but grew up playing golf, and it just felt like a really cool opportunity to work with my dad and do something cool. And so that was 2014-15, and it was a little rocky for the first couple years there. Survived on the quality of the product and just amazingly loyal customers that sort of helped it survive despite being kind of mistreated and poorly run. It just somehow survived, and it was kind of felt like this ember, the brand that was like in danger of going out, but if sort of properly cared for, it could be coddled back to life. And this is 2015. That's when I met Ian. I was like all of us, just like a golf nerd, golf fan, paying attention to all the, it was like that early days of like Sugarloaf on Instagram and Malbon Golf on Instagram, and it was like what is this? It was just cool photos and like unclear, like what are you guys? What's going on? And it was just cool stuff. And then as Sugarloaf kind of evolved and Ian and Harrison kind of committed to what they were doing, and they called it Sugarloaf Creative Lab back in the day. So they had Sugarloaf Social Club and then Sugarloaf Creative Lab, and they were kind of helping out with sort of brands that they liked with some of their sort of marketing strategy and brand identity. So I just reached out to them on Instagram and was like, hey, I'm Nick. I'm trying to freaking run Mackenzie Golf Bags here, and you guys seem like you know what's what and are cool, and I'd love to talk to you. So yeah, we had a call, and then they helped us out through kind of some of those formative years of fixing things up and trying to point the ship in a good direction and help us put some wind in the sails. So yeah, I would say 2016 to 2019 they were really involved in helping me, making sure I was making good decisions and sort of being a guiding light, and through that we became very close friends. And yeah, I'm stoked for Ian and Sugarloaf to see the partnership with Pro Shop, and honestly just see Ian get the attention and get the attention he deserves, because he is just such a talented, creative, intelligent, cool, important person to golf, that I think the way he talks about golf is the way a lot of people view golf, but I feel like they don't have a voice, or no one's really saying what they're feeling. So having Ian be that voice, I think, is really important, because golf's something different to everybody, and I think golf, people identify with Sugarloaf and the approach they have to golf, but they haven't really had a voice, and I feel like I'm happy that Ian's microphone's getting a little bit louder. We made a golf bag, gosh, must have been 2017 or 2018. We always get really busy around Christmas time. There's a lot of golf bags that are supposed to be under the Christmas tree. So it takes a while to make these. So it's usually like, 4 weeks, somewhere in that neighborhood. And so our cutoff for Christmas delivery is usually around Thanksgiving. And we try to communicate that with people and get people organized that want to have a Mackenzie Christmas gift. But yeah, we got a call, whatever that was, 2017 or 2018, on December 17th or 18th, from this sweet sounding little woman that was like, I need a golf bag as a Christmas gift. And I was like politely explaining kind of what I just said, and that, basically it's not going to happen, lady, I'm sorry. And then she was like, would it make a difference if it was for Barack Obama? And I was like, yeah, that would make a difference. So it was like the name drop of all name drops. And it turns out it was Michelle wanted to get a golf bag for Barack. They were in Hawaii. This was their assistant. So we, had worked a little overtime and made a golf bag for Barack Obama, which was pretty cool. And then it was super simple. I was like, it wasn't like gaudy or presidential. It was just like a clean little wax canvas bag, kind of charcoal, red, white, and blue on it. And it had a little 44 on it for the 44th president. And then Michelle wrote me a thank you note, which is framed in my office. So that was pretty cool story. I wouldn't say it was like the most amazing, creative, cool bag we've ever made, but that was a memorable Christmas.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
That's the coolest person you made.
Yeah, Barack Obama. And I was like, it was such a name drop. I was like, I didn't know what to say. I was like, yeah, yes, we can make it. Like, oh my God. My name's Nick Molfler. I live in Beaverton, Oregon, and I own and run Mackenzie Golf Bags.